Okay, plot tour, end of May 2026. Starting here at my 3 manure bays, compost bays. See, I've planted the butternut squash now in here. They'll completely cover this. All you'll see is a mass of leaves eventually. It'll take a while, but it'll soon be there. I've had really good crops from this in the past, and I've had some mediocre crops, but we'll see what happens this year. You get what you get. Swinging round onto the bed where the greenhouse used to be, and you can see I've planted sweet corn and pumpkins. I was a bit disappointed with the growth of these because these have been in a few weeks now and they've really not done much, and they're slightly yellow, so I thought they were lacking in nitrogen, so I've been feeding them quite a lot with my the runoff that I get from these sunken pots from the manure heaps, which is virtually pure nitrogen, I think. And but it helped a bit, but not as much as I thought it would. So what I've done is I've mulched everything with sort of half-rotted manure, horse manure this is. Okay, let's move on. Bit of a mixture of stuff here. You can see I've now got the courgettes one either side of this arch. These are the climbing ones that will go right, hopefully right near the top. I've actually got a courgette on that one, you can see it. A cucumber in here. Got some dahlias. This is, what is that? It's tarragon. This is tarragon. I'll be taking that home. And down there is one of my spare butternut squashes. I'll give that away to somebody. They're the cuttings I took from the sage. They've starting to come now. My spare sweet corn. Dahlias are just about to start to open on that one. Now this is a bit sad. I planted these for my mother-in-law, and sadly she died 3 weeks ago. So these are, I'm not sure, I'll probably just give the crop away because we don't eat them, to be honest. Oh, these are my giant winter leeks in there. They're just cracking on in there. They'll come on and be planted out eventually somewhere, who knows where. Peas are doing quite well actually. These are the blouse chocker, the purple podded ones. It says they're purple podded, but I thought the flowers are supposed to be blue as well, but purplish blue, but they ain't. And one of my old favourites, the telephone pea on this wigwam, and the early onward that's now got some, see, it's got some pods on already, not there yet, but getting there. Okay, in there, that's just the horseradish in those big tubs over there. It's actually flowered. A few bits and pieces down here. These are ornamentals actually. Some of them I don't know what they are, so I just put a question mark on the tags. My rhubarb really isn't doing well in these tubs, so I don't know, I'll just leave those. I've not harvested anything because there was not a lot there to harvest, to be honest. I'll show you these. These are, this is my last sowing of carrots. These are the winter carrots that are in there. I only sown these, was it yesterday or day before? It was yesterday actually on that one. They're in 4 stages basically. This was the 3rd stage, that was the 2nd stage. But this, I'm not sure what happened because I've got good germination here and nothing on this side. So I think Maybe a slug got in and just wiped everything out. Bit patchy on that also. Spring onions underneath. Thought I'd put those close by the carrots. Try to deter things. Some sweet peas at the back there. You can hardly see them amongst all the stuff that's growing out of the hedge. Here's the main one, lot of sweet peas, not flowering yet out here, but we'll see. Got some comfrey in there. Potatoes are all starting to fall over now and go brown. What have we got in here? Yes, they're the Jerusalem artichokes. Let's swing it round on the other side of the peas. These are the kohlrabis. They're starting to swell. I can see down there, I don't know if you can see, they're starting to swell at the base, so hoping they'll come. These are the parsnips. This row here got defeated by the blackbirds, unfortunately, hence I got a CD there trying to act as a bird scarer. So I've got 5 rows of parsnips. Some are good, some are not so good. What we've got here, these are the celeriacs. These are looking okay. Just remember to keep them well watered. And here's the second batch, slightly smaller. Okay, let's move around. What we got here? Yeah, these are the first parsnips. First lot of carrots that I started in the polytunnel and brought outside later. And they're doing okay. Of course, more dahlias, and the sorrel, red vein sorrel. Now that I've just cut the flowering spikes off. I'm not sure if that means they're over with or what. Someone tell me. These are the leeks I'm letting flower. Just about to open. The flowers, I think, are beautiful on leeks, and the bees love them. So I'm letting these flower and see if I can get some seeds off them. Her indoors said don't grow as many beans this year, so I've just got this wigwam of the Cross Violette, the purple ones, and yeah, they're doing all right. Up to here at the moment, that one. What else have we got? Let's come round here. Yeah, these are the golden gourmet shallots. I don't know if you can see. They're doing okay as well, with some beetroot. I should harvest some of these beetroot actually. I think, yeah, they're a little bit small yet. Now, these are the iceberg cauliflowers. They're a bit cramped in there, but I'm hoping when the curds come, that these it's acting like you're folding the leaves over them. So we'll see. There's something been chomping them, but not too badly. This is one of the salad beds. Lettuce, I've been giving it away left, right and centre. So I've got the red lettuce and I think that's called Great Lakes, that one. And I can't remember what the red one is. I just planted some more spring onions and radish yesterday. And another salad bed here. Got some radish there that are nearly ready for picking. And these are well past their best. These are just 4 small ones I had spare. And somebody's been chomping stuff here. Maybe pigeons, I don't know. And that, I think this is either coriander or a parsley, flat leaf parsley, and I'm not sure which. I will taste the leaves to find out, but I have no sense of taste or smell, so I can't tell you. Just more spring onions. My poor Bella leeks are in here They're starting to grow a bit now. They were really tiny spindly things when I put them in, and they'll come. Another brassica caged in here. I've got 5 purple sprouting broccoli in here, and some pots with, these were attacked before I put them inside. These are my cuttings of perennial kales in there. And those are some winter cabbage down here. Yeah, I potted up the other day. Now I lost my seedlings of agapanthus in the greenhouse, and I had a few seeds left over, so I re-sown them, and these are those. As you can see, the garlic has quite a bit of rust on the leaves, so I pulled one of them, one of the trays of the garlic, and they weren't that brilliant, to be honest. They were looking as though they were doing great, and then the rust came and it stymied them a bit, so I pulled them, and then I thought, well, I'll just leave these for now, but I won't be composting these leaves, I'll burn them. There's the elephant garlic starting to go over now. I think they're getting to the end where I'll be pulling them anyway, but I thought I'd just leave them in here for now. What else have we got? The onions, just onion beds. Now, I'll tell you what. Oh, these are potatoes. These are Maris Piper. But I don't know if you remember earlier on, but I had a path here and this, and I moved everything over to the right, and the same here. Now look what's happened. Look at the difference in growth where the wood chip path was. Can you see the difference in growth? And exactly the same things happened on here where the onions are. This first row of onions is tiny in comparison with the rest of the onions. So it's nitrogen deficiency where the wood chip is still in the soil. I can't get it all out. So I'll just have smaller onions. That's fine. And I think it's the same kind of problem as I've got with the sweet corn, because I had paths in there of quite deep wood chip, and I think that's all mixed with the soil and it's deficient now. The nitrogen, hence why I put all the feeding on there. Oh, the asparagus. I've had a few bits. I had one asparagus plant left. This is Conifers Colossal, and we had a few spears, but I just let them go now. And that's a brand new one, is a purple asparagus that's just poked its head. Right, what else have we got around here? Oh yeah, I've got some cosmos that's growing at the end here. And you can even see it on the cosmos. Look, this line here is definitely less than these here. So I planted some of the, I replanted some of the self-seeded nasturtiums in there just to act as a ground cover. In the corner there, I put lovage. Now, the whole reason for that is because I've sown celery twice this year, and both times it failed. So I give up and I'm going to just use the lovage instead. Right, let's have a quick look in the polytunnel. Everything's virtually the same, only it's grown a bit since the last time I came in. These are these small sweet peas that I put in this. They look quite pretty. And I had to do things with some of these hanging baskets, so I've just stuck a few herbs in here. I've got lemon balm, some mint, some thyme. There is some oregano over here, and this is parsley, I think. Okay, you can see these are all doing quite well. They're looking pretty good now, all of these. My companion plants doing well as also. No flowers on any of these tomatoes in the hanging baskets yet. There's different ones here. I only planted this yesterday. Had this basket over, and I had nothing to put in it. And someone left these on the shelf, the Tumbling Tom. So I just stuck them in there and see what happens. These are these Roma type. They're not Roma, these are Principi something, but I'm growing them as a cordon up these canes in these pots. What we've got over here, Momandi over here, just starting quite big flowers for the big. I might take these other flowers off it when they set and just leave the big one. Aubergines, peppers, chilies, all doing okay, slowly. So, what else have we got? Oh, this is the tomato de Colguer, growing in exactly the same place as it was last year, in a sunken pot with no bottom. And the same with the mini munch cucumber here, that's growing up. I don't know if anything's going to go with these peppers and chilies. I'll see what we get. What else have we got? Yeah, we've got a melon, and that's done absolutely nothing since I put it in. So I'm glad I kept a spare, because I put the spare in this corner and I'm going to grow it up this cane. So, and that's the one that was in a tiny little pot is doing much better than the one I planted. Just a couple of... As soon as I plant radish and spring onions, I re-sow again, because by the time we've used them, these will be ready for the next batch. So we'll leave those there, and that's it for this month. We'll see what next month brings. Thanks for watching.